What's going on, SUG family? We are here at Super Bowl 56. I'm Kristian Hernández. We're going to give you a little tour of the Lakeside sets. A lot of stuff going on here at SoFi Stadium in Hollywood Park. A very big footprint in Los Angeles. So this one right here that you're looking at is with NFL Media and NFL Network. So they have this floating set here. They had to drain the entire lake, which is a big process. Not a big lake, looks like it, but they had to take away all the water. And they wanted to give a nice effect like it was floating on the water. So Andrew Siciliano and the shows that he's involved with is on this stage here. If you go all the way over there, that's the NFL Media Building. It's new. It was built during the pandemic, and that's handling a lot of the production backbone of this stuff. So the control rooms are all kind of in sync, kind of all connectivity is going back to there. So a big footprint for NFL Media on this one. Back at the offices, they're also doing a lot of the stuff on the Champions Field, which is their practice field. So Good Morning Football is doing that stuff there. A lot of hits. They're doing some, the routes that they throw and things like that of that nature, and they break it down on the field. So that's the set over at NFL Media. There's a lot more, so stay tuned for this one because we're going to go over to NBC Sports and Telemundo Deportes. These obviously have a lot of sets over here, but now we're on a little exterior pier, and we ran into a friend here that is operating the big Technocrane that you see behind us, Chuck Goslin. He's here working this whole, it's huge. So you have a huge canvas to kind of work on. Chuck, I'll let you do all the talking. Kind of what's the role of this technology and kind of what you guys are capturing with AR and things of that nature?
Well, that's exactly right. This thing is a Technocrane, so it's like a jib, but it extends out. Right. And then the AR technology, Ross, is on it, so they can put imagery of football players and anything in the foreground, and we can move past it. And
right.
The idea is it looks like it's really there, but it's not. So,
right.
So that's what this thing does.
Right.
We have one of our guys is operating this. I am operating a jib for the NBC for the Olympic shows at night with regarding the Olympics at the Super Bowl. So,
right. So when you think about the kind of overall extension, how far can this thing go out and how far can this pan out to your left?
It can go left and right, like as far as we can walk around it to operate it, and
right.
It goes out 22 feet. But the beauty of it is it goes out smoothly. So that's kind of the magic of that.
Right.
So.
Okay. Well, Chuck, one last question for you. What do you think this adds to one, the Super Bowl, and two, kind of the coverage that you guys are doing out here? Because not every stadium has a lake right next to it, right? So what do you think it adds to the kind of overall coverage of the event?
It's amazing. Just the movement. Imagine this years ago, like aside from zooming, you have like postcards of steady shots. Now you've got all this movement. We have a drone that flies into the back of the set. We have this thing that goes out, swings left and right. There's a BoatCam that is a remote control boat that goes in the water. So they've got it pretty well covered. So there's a lot of moving parts, and it's going to be a lot of eye candy for people at home to watch.
Awesome. Chuck, thank you for the time, man, and good luck today and tomorrow.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks.
So now we're in the middle land, the no man's land between that pier we're just at and the sets, and we're here with Jeff Zachary of Zachary Inc. A cool innovation that is required because there's water. So we're going to be talking about the BoatCam. So Jeff, talk to me about the kind of creation, the origin of this little gizmo here, and why do you think it's going to be pretty cool for fans to see?
Yep, it was designed for golf. We use it for the water hazards to kind of give that 3 perspective look from the green to the golfer to the audience. So we just thought, how many Super Bowls have a lake, right? So we thought it'd be a unique thing to bring up to NBC and show that we have it. So Dina, Sheldon, and I kind of created the boat from that idea, and happy to be on board.
Awesome. So break down the technology that's on top of it. Is it battery powered? Is it gas powered? What camera is on it? The lens, kind of the nitty gritty tech stuff that's on there.
You got it. So it's powered by, to drive the boat, you've got to have someone driving the boat and someone doing the pan, tilt, zoom, and focus. So it's powered. It's got 3 different power sources. The power's for the boat itself, the battery packs for that, the Movi, the camera, batteries, and the stabilization batteries. It's powered by 6 thrusters. They're independently, I can thrust either way and do 360s on the spot. It goes to, we double the speed, so it's about 7 to 8 knots right now at this load. And I think, with this background, you can't go wrong. There's a lot of things you can do. So we can get in fast to the waterfalls. Our signal is about 2,000 feet.
Okay.
And yeah,
okay.
I think it's going to be great.
You mentioned how you and someone else is kind of operating this as a tag team. Who's the other individual that's helping you out, and kind of what's the communication between you two? Is it, okay, Jeff, you got to move this way while I twist this way, kind of, you can't go this fast? Talk about the kind of tag team duo that you're doing.
Exactly, and more importantly, we got Pierre in our ear, our directors, everyone who's directing us. So we got one ear there, what he wants and what they want to see, and at the same time, I've got an open ear between us and say, listen, I'm going to parallax, I'm going to come around the corner. If you can just kind of start establishing wide shot, push into the logo, pull back, whatever works. But it's just, we're just talking and walking with it, right, to tell you the truth.
Right. We're talking about covering every single inch of this thing, so this thing is able to go on water, which is awesome. Jeff, thank you for taking the time, man. Good luck today, good luck tomorrow, and thanks for taking the time.
You got it. Thank you.
We're back on the mainland here, so if you want a little geography tour, so we're on that pier over there talking to Jeff and to Chuck. So if we're going to go in chronological order, that is for NBC Sports. And we talked to Ken Goss and Tom Popple, who are handling both the operations, but we're going to focus on the sets. They are doing a ton of stuff there. They're obviously doing Super Bowl stuff, but they're doing Beijing Olympics. So Mike Tirico is doing that stuff for recaps in primetime. The Premier League coverage is also here, so they just got off and did a couple stuff for there. If you see a little bit, they're kind of switching back to the Olympic set. So then we're going to go back to here. Telemundo de Deportes is on site. It's their first over-the-air broadcast on the main Telemundo channel, not on cable, so that's a big to do. We spoke to EVP of Sports Content, Eli Velasquez, and he believes it's a win-win for both because it's perfect. So their on-air talent can go from this set back to NBC. NBC can go to their town. A lot of cross-pollination, talking about obviously this coverage, but also the soccer coverage that they have, building a lot of momentum for what's to come in November for their coverage of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. So these are two little things right here, right on the water. So that BoatCam that we showed you, they're covering the Lakeside, getting nice little scenic and beauty shots of everything. So that's one here, and that's one there, and there's more to come because we're going to go inside the stadium. You saw all the stuff that NBC Sports was doing outside near the lake sets. We're in section 209, so that's right behind one of the goalposts on one of the ends of the stadium. So if you see here, you have two sets for NBC Sports. You have the main set over to the left side, and that's where Football Night in America will be with Mike Tirico, Tony Dungy, Drew Brees, Maria Taylor, all those folks. And then you have another one, a little bit smaller, but it has a set there by itself. You can have a one-shot, you can have two-shot. So we just saw Tony Dungy doing a couple things over there for Football Night in America and NBC Sports. Other than that, that is all that's here for NBC Sports. I know it's not a lot inside the stadium. There'll be a set onside the sideline for the football on Sunday. But that's all that's happening here at SoFi in terms of studio. So thanks for the quick little tour and for enjoying it. And these things will be buzzing. So we'll see you here on Sunday night.